Hi, my name is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things to avoid when fixing your credit. If you can avoid these 5 things, there's no reason for you not to be successful when fixing your credit. So before we get started, please subscribe to this channel. And at the end of this video, I have a very special invite for you, so make sure you watch until the end. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Number 1, the first thing you want to avoid when fixing your credit is you don't want to pay collections that are on your credit report because you think making a payment on your credit report is going to improve your credit score. Jason, what do you mean by this? What I'm saying is a paid collection has the same negative weight as an unpaid collection. I've been helping people fix their credit since 2013. We've helped over 6,000 people take their credit to the next level, and hundreds of thousands of people through our YouTube channel take their credit to the next level. And not once have I heard someone say, my credit has improved by paying a collection account on my credit report. Not once. And you're not gonna be the first. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you to hold on to that money and do 2 things if you need to. 1, request debt validation on those accounts. Do not pay anything without first requesting debt validation. And then 2, if they are able to validate the debt, negotiate a payment for deletion first. If you fail to negotiate a payment for deletion and you pay the account on your credit report, the only thing that's gonna happen is the unpaid collection is gonna reflect the paid status, and that's not gonna do anything for your credit report. So you're gonna end up wasting your money, paying a collection account that you probably shouldn't have paid in the first place, and your credit score stays the same. So the first thing you want to avoid when fixing your credit is don't pay collections on your credit report expecting that to improve your credit score. Number 2, the second thing that you want to avoid when fixing your credit is you don't want to re-age charged off accounts. Jason, what's a charge off? Let's say that you have a Capital One account, you fail to pay it, 180 days go by, they deem the account uncollectible, and they charge it off. They take a tax credit from the government, blah, 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 that doesn't matter. But what happens is on your credit report, it shows a charged off status. That's a negative account. Fast forward 5 years, you are in a better financial position. You see you have this charged off account on your credit report, and you feel the best thing to do to help your credit is to pay that account. Well, let's think about this. A charged off account, 5 years and 180 days old, and we pay that charged off account, what's gonna happen is the date of last activity, which is very important to your credit, is going to reflect a more recent date, because by you making a payment on that account, that's payment activity on your credit report. So instead of it being 5 years old on your credit report, having a less of an impact on your credit score, you have now made that account yesterday's charged off, because a paid charge off still has the same negative weight as an unpaid charged off unless it is re-aged. And by you paying that old account, you have just made that old account a new charge off on your credit report. So instead of your credit score improving, what happens is it drops and you're gonna be in a sad place. So be careful when looking to pay charge offs on your credit report, because if you don't do it the right way, you're gonna end up hurting your credit score even more. If you're wondering what the right way is, I highly recommend that you take advantage of Transcend Financial Academy. Information about Transcend Financial Academy is in the description of this video. You can learn more and start your first 14 days for just $1. In that academy, I teach you how to attack charge-off accounts. Anyway, back to the video. The third thing that you want to avoid when fixing your credit is if you are someone who lacks time, lacks expertise, and you want someone who is qualified to fix your credit, you want to avoid hiring someone who is janky. Jason, what's this janky you're talking about? I'm talking about people who cut corners and do whatever it takes to fix their client's credit report, even if it means breaking the law. You want to be careful working with these people, and typically their tactics are looking to get your credit report swept in 30 to 45 days. We'll delete all the negatives off your credit report in 30 to 45 days. Want an 800 credit score? Get this trade line, or get a new CPN and start fresh. These people are janky. You want to avoid them because they could put your freedom on the line. A 700 credit score is not worth going to prison for. You heard it here live. Avoid janky credit repair professionals. Do your research and work with the best. Anyway, the fourth thing you want to avoid when fixing your credit is don't fix your credit through Credit Karma. Don't dispute online. Disputing online is the absolute worst way to fix your credit. Why? Disputing online, you have a limited amount of reasons that you can use to dispute information on your credit report. Not mine, this account doesn't belong to me, wrong balance, generic stuff like that. Disputing online rarely produces results. What you want to do is you want to dispute in writing. You want to be able to keep a track record of the dispute letters that you send out. You want to be able to dive deeper in your dispute approach and not making it easy for the credit bureaus. You don't want your disputes to go through what is called e-Oscar. It's an automated process used by the credit bureaus to make life easier for them. When fixing your credit, give them hell. Dispute in writing and you'll get better results. Believe me, don't dispute online. And finally, number 5, the fifth thing that you want to avoid when fixing your credit is you don't want to negotiate a payment for deletion on the phone with the debt collector. It's not going to work. The debt collector's sole purpose is to collect payment on the collection account. You making payment arrangements on the phone is not going to work because they are willing to do whatever it takes to get payment on that account. What happens is when they receive payment on the account, they get a commission from the company. If all it takes for me to say, hey, you make a payment on this account, we're going to delete it for you from your credit report. If that's all it takes for me to get payment out of you, I'm going to say that to everybody. There's a lot of janky debt collectors out there, and I want you to protect yourself. Instead of trying to negotiate payment for deletions over the phone, do it in writing. You'll save yourself a lot of time. We run across hundreds of clients who've tried to negotiate payment for deletions over the phone. They told us this debt collector is going to remove it if I make a payment. They made the payment, and guess what? The collection on the credit report just updates to a paid status. And if you've been paying attention, a paid collection is just as bad as an unpaid collection. You want that collection removed if you're going to make a payment. And best practice is to negotiate that in writing. If it's not in writing, they never said it. So those are the 5 things that you want to avoid when fixing your credit. Hopefully that information has been very helpful. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel so we can stay in touch and you can continue to get tips and strategies to fix your credit. And also do me a favor, please leave a comment below if you have fallen victim to any of those 5 sad situations. So if you are someone who is looking to take your credit to the next level and you want to get proven strategies to fix your credit, proven dispute letters to produce those results, and guidance from a credit expert like myself, I have created an online academy called Transcend Financial Academy, and I want to offer you a $1 14-day trial, full access to all of my courses today. Please click the link associated to this video. It's in the description of this video and also the comment area of this video. Take advantage of that 14-day trial. Give it a shot, and if it works for you, keep it. Again, my name is Jason White. Thank you for your time. I'm out. Peace.